Hi, my name is Doug Wilson and welcome to Developing the Photographer's Eye in this short series of videos on composition. Over the next several weeks we'll explore some of the basics of composition, and all with the purpose in mind of helping you create better images. Composition is essentially the organization of all the different possible graphic visual elements inside the image frame. In the meantime, there are certain design basics that are fundamental to all visual arts, and photography is no exception. There is, however, a problem, and that problem is when we apply these same basic techniques as if they were rules. So I want you to look at photographic composition as a sort of inquiry or an opportunity to approach each subject with an open mind. Today, however, let's look at the most basic element of design, and that is contrast. Contrast is the differences between graphic elements and those elements that can be colors or shapes or differences in tone or size and emotion and scale and on and on. There is virtually no limit to the types of contrasts you can photograph. In this photograph, I've contrasted the detail of the closer totem to the overall view of the totem further away. You see, the eye is always seeking harmony, and if the elements within the image frame seem not to relate to one another or in some meaningful way, then we think of the photograph as being uncomfortable to look at, or we might even say that the image is ambiguous. In the 1920s, at the Bauhaus School of Design in Germany, Johannes Itten taught a course in composition that was based on one simple concept, and that concept was contrasts. Contrasts between light and dark, between shapes and colors and sensations, large against small, long against short, smooth versus rough. You see, what happens is if you photograph something old against something new, the old appears older and the new appears newer. So one of the first things you can do to start to improve the composition in your photographs is to photograph contrasts. That is, combine two poles of contrast in one single image. Look for and photograph light against dark, something sharply focused against something out of focus, a tall building next to a short building, an old man with a small child. In this shot, I use contrast to set the relatively small size of the dock worker against the larger expanse of the dock, and the bright color of the dock worker's jacket against the dark color of the pavement. Notice also the placement of the subject. By composing the shot so that the dock worker was in the bottom right corner, I provided lots of room for the worker to move into the frame, giving the photograph some balance. We'll talk more about balance in the next video. So to begin making photographs that have impact, make your next assignment one where you look for and capture contrasts. Contrast is the single most important compositional tool you have at your disposal. Thanks for watching.